Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting episode for you guys that you definitely want to stick around for, so please make sure you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, this morning we were doing some research, trying to figure out what we wanted to produce today. And I was just kind of combing through the internet, combing through YouTube, kind of figure out, what to talk about. And then a video was recommended to me on my homepage, and it was a video from, I believe, Football Sports, right? And Football Sports, I think, is Gilbert Arenas' sports platform, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, in this particular video, it had the headline, or the title, excuse me, Gilbert Arenas breaks down Kobe Bryant's blackout workouts with Victor Oladipo, right? So, as a Kobe fan, I had heard about all of his, workouts, his famous workouts. Many NBA players have talked about it. And I was also aware of the blackout workout, but I had never heard someone give a firsthand account of what exactly that workout entailed up until this Gilbert Arenas segment that they had on there with him and Victor Oladipo. So when I clicked on the video, Gilbert Arenas began to explain it. And by the end of me listening to what he had to say, it just gave it made me even more proud of the fact that I got Kobe Bryant in my top 3. So for those of you who missed what Gilbert Arenas had to say, take a listen to what he had to say here, and then we're going to come back and unpack this thing. Take a listen to that.
What is Kobe over there doing, right? And it was like Kobe was working out this black ops guy named Frank out of San Francisco.
Damn.
San Francisco, went to San Francisco. I didn't have no plan. San Francisco, went to San Francisco.
Wow.
Met with him. I remember the trainer Drew came with him, and he was like, what's the problem? I was like, there's no problem, I just don't want one. I don't want a problem. I want to be mentally strong. I miss free throws, and someone made me think about them, and I don't want to think about them no more. And then from there, everything became mental. Everything he did was just mental. I stayed there for a week. That's it. That's all I needed. Just a week. Just to see something different. I remember our first one was a warm up, and he's like, all right, we're going to warm up. We got to go to the Blue House.
Blue House?
Yeah, it's just a Blue House. We're on the beach. Blue House. All right, cool. You start running, talking. Yeah, chap, chap. Right, you start looking up, chap, chap, chap. 5 minutes go by, start chap, chap, chap. Right, he's like, oh, as long as you keep looking for that Blue House, this is gonna be a long run.
What?
He said, I suggest you just look down at the sand and just keep moving. And when I tell you the Blue House, we done.
He said, what I tell you,
Yeah.
Blue House.
4 hours.
What?
4 hours. That was our warm up. 4 hours in the sand running to the Blue House. And shit, I'm just looking down, we just talking,
Was there a Blue House?
It was a Blue House. 4 hours later. That's what I'm saying, it was 4 hours later.
That's insane.
And I remember, he didn't know nothing about basketball, right? This was just all physical, running up hills, down, until you bleed. Like my trainer was throwing up blood. He says, and when you throw up blood, you keep going. All right. And then that was the first time I heard it, but I didn't know it. He's like, yo, we work out till we black out. All right, cool. I never knew what he meant until Kobe used to say it. Mm-hmm. And now I knew blackout, like we're gonna keep working out until one of us pass out. We're not gonna stop this. We're gonna play one-on-one until one of us pass out. That's how we're gonna keep working until one of us just croaks it. And that was the mentality. So we're doing a shooting drill, and he's like, how many, he said 5 spots. Because I was like, yo, I gotta get some shots up. He was like, all right, I'll rebound for you. Because I'm like, I can do all this shit all day you want and all that, that's cool. But I still my brain still needs to do this. He was like, all right, how many do you usually do? I said, 100 a spot. He's like, all right, cool. He said, we're gonna do 1,000 a spot. I wait, what? 1,000 a spot. All right. Shot. Right? used to the brain start tricking off, thinking about some shit else. You know what I mean?
Thinking about 1,000.
He is at 1,000. He is at 1,000, right? Who to do 1,000? And it's like 15 minutes seemed like it went by. 15, 20 minutes went by, and he was like 10. Like, oh no, I missed like 8 row after he said 10. I missed 8 in a row. He was like, I'm gonna tell you one thing. We're not stopping till you get to the 1,000. So you better focus. And then I had to like try to create a method to not think about the longevity and just focus. So then it was like, all right, let me try to string some out. Fuck him, right? Boom. That was 20 in a row. All right, missed one. I gotta beat 20 in a row. Boom. All right, that was 23. I gotta beat 23 in a row, right? And then eventually my brain started hyper thinking, right? Start shrinking. All right, I made it all net. Let's just go all net. The rim, right? And I'm sitting here playing a game with my own mind. Because first it becomes you're not concentrating, right? And then not concentrating went to I got 9,000. I got 990 shots left. Oh hell no, give it up, right? So eventually saying, oh no, I got to get through this. Brain starts reactivating, starts really concentrating. Now I'm making 30, 40, 50 in a row, mad that I missed the one.
Did you hear what he just said? Kobe was working out with a black ops guy. Do y'all know what a black ops is? A black ops guy is? A soldier, a type of soldier that is? Black ops guys are very similar to Delta Force. Special forces, these guys. For those of you who may not be aware of what that is, if you saw the movie Black Hawk Down, based on a true story in Somalia, Mogadishu, if you saw that movie, they had these soldiers that were going into this place to, I forgot the op that they were conducting anyway. But in all of these different units, they had one of these special force Delta soldiers, right? And these guys, in a way, were kind of leading these elite soldiers. And as you were watching it, you could tell that these particular dudes, these cats, were just on a different level, right? On a different level. And I actually Googled it to gain a quick understanding of what a Delta Force is. Delta Force, according to Google, is the Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta, referred to variously as Delta Force Combat Application Group, Army Compartmented Elements. The unit, or within Joint Special Operations Command Task Force Green, is a special operations force of the United States Army under operational control of JSOC. The unit's missions primarily involve counterterrorism, hostage rescue, direct action, and special reconnaissance, often against high-value targets. Delta Force and its Navy and Air Force counterparts, DEVGRU, and the 24th Special Tactics Squadron, are amongst the U.S. Tier 1 Special Missions Unit tasked with performing the most complex, covert, and dangerous missions directed by the National Command Authority. Delta Force operators are selected primarily from the United States Army Special Operations Command's Elite 75th Ranger Regiment and Special Forces, though members can be selected from other special units and conventional forces across the Army and sometimes other military branches. Did y'all just hear? Did y'all just hear the description of these boys? Did this sound like something to play with? These are the dudes you don't want to meet in your nightmares. Forget about meeting these people in reality. You don't want to meet them in your nightmare. You don't even want to know these people. They're that serious. It's one of these type of dudes that Kobe, first of all, how did Kobe even find the contact for one of these type of people? It was one of these type of guys that Kobe Bryant sought out to train him. That alone explains exactly why Kobe Bryant's mental approach and mental mentality was just heads and shoulders above the entire competition. In my personal opinion, the only athletes that I believe were on the same mental wavelength as Kobe Bryant are Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, and Tiger Woods and Tom Brady, and maybe one or two others that if you're not bringing me these guys, these are the top of the top. And for Kobe to approach someone like this shows you that Kobe Bryant's greatest weapon was his mind. That was his number one weapon. His mentality absolutely separated him from the pack. And you saw glimpses of it in the Redeem Team doc. Those guys were the best of the best. I'm talking about the other players. And then there was one guy that was just one level above all of them. And he was the standard they all aspired to. He was the standard. They thought they were hardworking until they saw him. They thought they had mental toughness until they met him. And that was the absolute difference. But to be quite honest with you, in a way, none of this surprises me. None of this really surprises me. Kobe was just a different cat. If you wanna strengthen your mind, listen to Kobe. Listen to some of his quotes. Read some stuff about him. It'll really put things in perspective for you. He was just on a different level, man. And this is just another example of the insane lengths Kobe Bryant went to be one of the greatest players of all time. So what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think about what Gilbert Arenas had to say? What do you think about what I had to say? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next show.